than mat's edge, just to feel a little bit more expansion in the hips. Allow the fingertips to reach forward, opening up the shoulders. When you get down there, settled into the mat, draw a full inhale through your nose. An open mouth sigh. Maybe another cleansing breath is in order. Maybe with each inhale, feel the fingertips walk away from your hips a little bit further. Gentle traction of your spine. Now start to work with your breath, drawing a full, sweet inhale through your nose. Open mouth. Exhale, HA. Press the breath out through your mouth. Another full inhale through your nose. Open mouth. Exhale through the mouth. This time, inhale through the nose and seal the lips at the top. And the same HA, press out through with the lips sealed, comes out through the nose. Really allowing the breath to fire up some sound, inhaling through the nose and pressing the breath out through the nose. When you're ready, walk the fingertips away from you on your next inhale. And then exhale, walk them over to the right. Right palm going outside of the mat's edge with the left palm stacked on top. Keeping the hips pressed back. Allow that left palm to really press into the top of the right. Keep sending the hips back with each breath. Lengthening on the left side. Beautiful. The next deep inhale draws you back to the center. Reach the fingertips away from you in the center, and then exhale, take it to the other side. Let the left palm come outside of mat's edge and the right palm stacks on top. Pressing the right palm on top of that left palm, really lengthening the hips back over the heels. Another breath here. Let the next inhale draw the palms back to the center. Peel the hips off the heels, coming into tabletop. Inhale to lift your heart, lift the tailbone, really lengthen through the spine, lifting that heart forward. And then exhale, curl the tailbone in, press palms into the earth and tuck your chin. Maybe even feeling the toes tuck, staying for a round of breath here in cat pose. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the heart. Exhale, round and tuck, really tuck it all in. Feel that lower belly drumming tight to the spine. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the hips. Exhale, empty and round. Beautiful. On your wind, back to neutral grip. The toes into the mat if they're not there and just yet, then send the hips nice and high. Let the heels be lifted first and then slowly feel them melting down. Feeling the downward facing dog, really small micro movements to get you into the shape, maybe pedaling out the heels to get there. When you're ready, fingertips, they spread wide and the upper back really broad. Feel the heart pressing down. Webbing of the fingers stretched nice and firmly grounded into the earth. Using that fiery breath. One more deep full inhale, let the heels rise. And then exhale, step it to the front of the mat. Inhale to lengthen your spine halfway. Exhale, take a fold. Press down into the heels as you inhale, reach up, rise up, grow tall. Exhale, draw the hands through the heart center and drawing your attention to an intention for your practice today, whatever that is, feeling it in your body, in your being. Beautiful. Stretch the fingertips away from you. Let them come to the side, and then inhale, reach the fingers all the way up and overhead. Allow the palms to touch at the top, stretching the shoulders down away from the ears. Good morning, Giovanni. Exhale, take a side bend over to the right, really lengthening on the left side body. Maybe right arm swings behind, fingertips lengthening overhead, pressing the left heel into the earth, really ground and root it. Stay for another breath. Beautiful. Let the inhale draw you back to the center, both palms touch at the top. And then exhale, take it over to the other side, really lengthening through that right heel. Left arm right wrap behind as you press the right heel into the earth. Inhale, let both palms come to the center. Drop the crown of the head back, lift the gaze to the palms, open the throat. And exhale, fold forward, lower belly stays tucked in nice and tight. Let an inhale lengthen you halfway, lift that belly in. And exhale, plant your hands into the earth, step the right foot back. Sink your hips low, low, low. Coming into a low lunge, let both palms come on the inside of the left foot. Maybe staying right here, playing with each exhale, trying to sink the hips a little lower. Or maybe that right knee comes to the earth. Untuck the toes and slide the heart through, really extending the right hip flexor. Pressing the palms into the earth and really lengthening through the heart. Finding another breath here, maybe lowering down if it feels good to forearms. Maybe sliding onto the blade edge of the left foot. Playing with your dragon pose. One more breath. And then when you're ready, come back to your palms and again, lengthen the heart forward. Send the heart forward between the palms, really lengthen it. Then exhale, grip the right toes into the mat, lift the hips up. And frame that left foot as you heel toe it back to the center. And then lift the hips slightly as you step the left foot back to meet the right. Knees might lower first to the earth as you start to lower your heart down. Then press into the palms to send the heart forward. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears, really lengthen through your entire front body. Exhale, roll your right shoulder back, look back over the right heel, really pressing equally into both palms. Sending breath into the left side of the body. Inhale back to your center. Exhale, roll the left shoulder back, look back. Pressing into both palms. Inhale back to your center, shift the hips back. Grip the toes into the earth and send them nice and high. Exhale, let the heels melt down. Fingertips spreading wide, send the gaze back towards the thighs or shins. Lower back is broad and the back of the neck is lengthened. Firing up that Ujjayi breath if you haven't already, that slight hug of the back of the throat, really warming up the inside of the body. One more deep, full inhale here. Let the next exhale, step the right foot forward, comes between the palms first as you sink the hips. Then play with heel toeing that right foot outside towards the mat's edge as you sink your hips down. Maybe allow that left knee to lower to the earth as you send the heart forward. Really feeling lengthening again on that left hip flexor, pressing into both palms. Beautiful. You might lower down to forearms and maybe you play on the blade edge of the right foot. Allowing a little bit of extra space into that right hip. Using the breath. When you're ready, come to both palms again. Send your heart forward, lengthen again once more through that left hip flexor. Good morning, mama. When you're ready, frame the right foot. Left toes grip into the earth, send the hips up. And use the core, draw the left foot forward to meet the right as the inhale lengthens your heart. Exhale, fold, fold, fold. Press down into the heels as you inhale, you reach up, rise up. Next exhale takes your side bend over to the right, really lengthening, maybe wrapping the right arm behind. Inhale to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale to center, lift both palms, drop the crown of the head back, lifting through the heart. Exhale, fold forward, let the heart come first, always. Inhale to lengthen it halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step it all the way back to a plank pose, pausing in your plank, zipping the thighs together, pressing the shoulders down away from the ears, and hips draw back. Hips draw down as heels draw back. Sink the hips a little bit lower. And then when you're ready, maybe knees come first as you lower your heart down. Or you lower slowly, you squeeze right at your ribs, and then inhale to slide the heart forward. Your exhale, curls the toes under, and hips press back. Downward facing dog, feeling again the expansion of the heart pressing down towards the earth. Upper back is as broad as you can get it. The armpits, they spiral in towards your heart. Really feeling again the opening of the back of the neck as you look towards the shin or the thighs. Using your breath. Beautiful, one more full round of breath here. And let the next exhale step or hop you forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale for a fold. Press down into the heels as you inhale, reach up, rise up. Exhale the hands through to your heart center. Beautiful, send the hips low, fingertips reaching, Utkatasana. Find low chair, feel the lower belly drawn in nice and tight. Fingertips reaching away from you. Find another half an inch to drop down, warming up the thighs. Then exhale, cross it over. Left elbow hooks outside of the right thigh. Press the palms together. Twist. Maybe open the arms, maybe wrap the right arm. Whatever you'd like to feel a bit more deepening in the twist. When you're ready, unwind back to your center. Exhale, hook the right elbow outside the left as you press the palms together. You twist. Empty out. Or you fly the arms or wrap the left arm. Keeping the hips sinking down nice, firmly, heels drawn into the earth. Inhale, unwind to the center. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lengthen your heart halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop it back to take to the Vinyasa. Let the heart lower on down. The inhale sends your heart up. Exhale, curls the toes under, hips press back. Spread the fingertips wide. Then let the next inhale send the right heel lifting to the sky. Exhale, open up the hip and yawn it open. Send some breath into that right hip flexor, maybe drawing some circles with the right knee. One direction and then the other direction, which always feels funky. One of them always feels funkier than the other. When you're ready, inhale, send the heel high again. Exhale, draw your knee to nose, really tuck it all in, round it in. Then inhale, lift it high. One more round of that, draw it in, use the core. Exhale, plant your foot between the palms. As the back heel turns down, you inhale to lift up for warrior one. Feeling the heart lift, fingertips lengthening, sinking the hips down, looking to try to keep them square to the front of the mat. Then exhale, open the arms up. Warrior two, sink down a little deeper. Stacking those shoulders just over top of the hips. Firm gaze over the right palm. Flip your right palm and send it up and over. Reverse the warrior, maybe left arm wraps. Lifting through the right palm. Exhale, windmill the arms. Unwind, let the left palm come down towards the earth as the back heel lifts off the mat. For Dragonfly Twist, right fingertips can reach, or you wrap the right palm behind you. Your gaze is lifted to the sky. Feel another round of breath here. Then exhale, right palm to the mat, frame your right foot, and step the right foot back to meet the left as your heart lowers. You take your Vinyasa. Inhale to lift it up. Exhale, curls the toes under, hips press back. Fingertips spreading wide. Let the next inhale. When you're ready, lift that left heel. Press the left heel towards the sky. And then exhale, yawn it open. Really open up the hip. Inviting breath into that left hip flexor, maybe with some circles. one direction, and then the other one that's probably a little funkier. When you're ready, inhale, send that left heel high. Then draw the left knee in towards the nose, squeeze and empty. Inhale, lift it high. Exhale, use the core, draw it in as close as you can to the nose, and then plant your foot between the palms as you inhale to lift it up. For warrior one, sink the hips low, let them be square. Lifting through the heart, reaching through the palms, but shoulders pressing down. Exhale, open it up, sink down a little deeper for warrior two. Really firm, shoulders drawing down the back, lower belly's in. Your pelvis is tucked in. Flip the left palm and reverse the warrior. Swing the left arm up and over, right arm wraps. Sink the hips a little deeper because it feels right. Lifting through the left palm. Then exhale, windmill the arms. The right heel peels off the mat. Right palm goes down inside of the left foot for Dragonfly Twist. Exhale when you're ready. Left palm to the mat to take to the Vinyasa. Let your heart lower. And then inhale to lift it up. Exhale, takes your hips back. Fingertips spreading wide, pausing here in downward facing dog to reconnect with the breath if you've lost it. Allow the breath to really fire up here. One more deep, full inhale. Then let the next exhale step or hop you to the front of the mat. Inhale to lengthen you halfway. Exhale, fold. Send the hips low, fingertips reach, Utkatasana. Fierce pose. Draw the thighs together. Exhale, left elbow hooks outside of the right, twist and open it up. Pressing the right palm down. Gaze is lifted towards the right elbow or the ceiling, maybe arms open to fly. Maybe wrapping and twisting. Inhale, when you're ready, back to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Right elbow hooks, press the palms together. Arms fly open, or the left arm wraps. Inhaling to center. Exhale for your heart to fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop it back. To let the heart lower. Inhale, lifts it up. Exhale, curls the toes under, hips press back. Inhale, send your right heel high, press through the heel. Bend the knee or flip the dog. Really opening up the right hip. Maybe taking to those same knee circles. One more breath there. Then inhale to unwind back to the center, lift the heel. Exhale, draw it in, round one, feel the squeeze, use the core. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, draw it in again, really feel the twist, the press, the squeeze, one of those things. And plant your foot there and let the back heel come to the earth. Warrior one, lifting through the heart. Exhale, open it up, warrior two, sink down. Flip the right palm, reverse the warrior. Windmill the arms to the mat. Left palm comes to the earth. Back heel lifts up. Dragonfly twist. Maybe arms wrap behind you. Maybe one arm wraps behind you, not both. Beautiful. Unwind when you're ready. Frame your right foot and step it back to take to a vinyasa. Let your heart lift. And then your hips lift. The next inhale sends the left heel, pressing to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee. Maybe flip in the dog, or you're doing those hip circles. When you're ready, unwind to the center, lift the heel. Exhale, use the core, draw it in. I'm playing instrument with my toes. Inhale, lift the heel high. Exhale, draw the knee all the way in towards the nose as you plant your foot there. Inhale to lift it up. Warrior one. I never played the guitar with my toes before. Lift through the heart. And then exhale, open it up, warrior two. Sink down deep, lower belly in. Fierce look through the left middle finger. Then flip your left palm, reverse the warrior, lean it back, lifting through the left palm. Exhale, windmill the arms, right palm goes down, back heel lifts off the earth. Left arm reaches, or maybe you wrap. Exhale, the next exhale takes both palms framing the left foot as you step back to take to a vinyasa. Lift the heart. And lift your hips. Settling into downward facing dog, really reconnecting with our breath. Getting ready to turn the corner in our practice, really using that Ujjayi breath to carry us there. One more deep, full inhale. Let the next exhale step or hop you forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale for a fold. Sit the hips low, fingertips lengthen. Exhale, stand it up. Samasthiti. Step or hop the feet, hips distance, roll the shoulders back. Lift through the heart. And exhale, take a fold forward. Maybe my knees micro bending as the peace fingers reach down for the big toes. You inhale to lengthen through the heart. Exhale, bend the elbows, tuck the chin. Keep the hips high, shoulders lifting. 1. Finding the breath. 2, and lengthening them out. Those inhales and exhales equal. 3, 4, 5. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale, pop the hands under the feet. Knees might bend deeply to get them there. Inhale, lengthen through the elbows, lift the heart. Exhale, bend the elbows, tuck the chin. Round down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale to lengthen the heart. Exhale, hands to the waist, squeeze the belly, then inhale, lift it all the way up. Step or hop it together. Take the quarter turn. Find yourself going into Trikonasana, right toes turn to the back edge of the mat. Palms open, facing down. You extend through the right palm. Reaching till you can't anymore, then ground yourself. It's an ankle or a block. Or your big toe, then lift up, the left fingertips reaching. 1. Shoulders pressing back, finding length. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, look down. Let the inhale bring you up. Turn your right toes in, the left toes out. Send the left palm forward, reach, reach, reach. Ground yourself. And then extend, lifting through the right palm. 1. Really lengthening on both sides of the body. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, look down. Let the inhale bring you up. Turn the left toes in, the right toes out. Left palm reaches, extend out. And ground yourself. Looking for the earth or the foot. And lifting through the right palm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, right palm down. Inhale to lift it up. Turn the right toes in, the left toes out. Extend, it's the right palm that goes forward. Maybe again on the block or the top of the right foot, left palm reaches. Revolution, but really find breath here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, the left palm to the earth. Let the inhale bring you up. And step it forward, Samasthiti. Beautiful, take a big wide step. Right toes turn out to face the long edge of the mat, the back edge of the mat. Sink down deep, bending in that right knee. Maybe right forearm to thigh. Or palm goes to the earth as your left fingertips reach overhead. 1, really feel a press into the left foot, glued to the earth with the left fingertips reaching away from it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Press into the right heel as you inhale to lift it up. Draw the right toes in. It's the left toes that go out. Sink it down deep. Forearm to thigh or palm to the earth. Right fingertips reaching overhead. Pressing again that right foot into the earth. Keeping the hips low and grounded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press into the left foot as you inhale to lift it up. Turn the left toes in, the right toes out. Sink down deep again into that right thigh. Left elbow hooks outside of the right thigh. That heel might peel off the earth, or it might stay grounded. Palms coming to heart center again. Similar twist to what we did in chair. Still finding the breath here. 1, 2, pressing with the right palm into the left. 3, 4, 5. Inhale to lift it up, unwind. Turn the right toes in, the left toes out. Sink down deep. Right elbow hooks outside of the left thigh, and again, maybe back heel peels off the earth. Palms coming to heart center, pressing the left palm down. 1, 2, 3, using more breath, even in these twisting poses. 4, 5, inhale to unwind. And then step it forward, first Hamasiti. Beautiful, take a quarter turn. Allow fist to fist. Or you take the elbows, or palms come reverse prayer up the back. Those are your 3 hand options. Take a quarter turn, it's 1 small step. Hips facing the back edge of the mat. Let the inhale lift your heart. Then exhale, take that length, folding over the right leg. Keeping all the muscles in both standing legs active. Maybe not folding as deeply to try to keep the integrity of your bind. 1, 2, the micro tuck of the chin, just to lengthen the back of the neck. 3, 4, 5. Let an inhale draw you all the way up. Draw the right toes in, the left toes out. Hips square to the front of the mat. Inhale to lift the heart, lengthen. And then exhale, take that length, folding. Listening to the integrity of your bind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let an inhale lift you up. Exhale to release the palms. And then step it forward. Grounding yourself. Feeling your left foot ground into the earth. Left palm to the waist. Lower belly drawn in nice and tight. Moving into balancing poses. Really feel grounded through the left heel as you inhale to lift the right knee. Peace fingers reach down for the big toe or to hang onto the knee. Feeling the crown of the head lifting. 1, 2, standing leg is firm like a light post. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, open it out to the side. If your knee is bent, hang on to the knee, not the big toe on this side. 1, shoulders pressing down. If you're ready, gaze can go over the left shoulder. 2, 3, thinking of that standing leg, keeping it firm, even in the glute. 4, 5, inhale, draw it back to the center. Touch what you can, knee to nose. And then let the left palm come outside of the right thigh. Twist it back. We're gonna do twisted Shiva today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw it back to the center. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. You can let the hands come to heart center. We do that bend in the left knee. Option to stay there, or palms come to the earth. You play with the bend and straighten of the left knee, pointing and flexing of the right toes, just opening up that right hip. Allow the necks to be loose while you explore the right hip a little bit. When you're ready, press into that left heel, unwind, stand it up. And then switch out the legs. Beautiful ground and root. That right foot into the earth. Feeling roots growing through your heels, squeezing at the waist. Inhale to lift your left knee. Lower belly's in. Peace fingers looks for that big toe, or you hang on to the knee. Sit up tall. You move on or you stay there. Extending the heel. 1. Firmness in that standing leg, even the glute. 2. Lower belly in. Listen to the breath. Smooth it out. 3. 4, 5. Exhale, open the leg out to the side. Press the shoulders away from the ears. Really lengthen through the crown of the head. Gaze can go over the right shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale back to the center. Can take the knee bent as the right palm grabs onto the outside of the left thigh, or you look for that foot, the blade edge of the foot. Left palm's extended back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale back to the center. Cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Palms at prayer, or bending that right knee, sending palms to the earth. Bending and straightening the right knee, pointing and flexing the left toes, opening up that left hip flexor. Opening up the left hip joint. Using a little bit more breath here. And then when you're ready, press into the right heel, unwind, and release it. Next pose, right foot comes into the fleshy part of the inner thigh or the calf as you play with tree, or you take to your bound half lotus. You can take the right foot into the hip crease, maybe just staying in flamingo, letting the knee lower as the heel stays in towards that hip. If you're in tree, really press with the foot on the inner thigh or the calf. Really use energy there, that connection as your hands press at heart center. Allowing the breath to really help you find more length. Even in this tree pose, you use the inhale to lift through the crown of the head and lengthen. And the exhale helps you get roots. You ground yourself even more. 1, 2, 3. If you're in tree, maybe branches reach up to the sky. 4, 5. If you fold it, inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale there. Inhale, lift it up the rest of the way. Release, beautiful. Ground and root through the other foot. Left foot can come to the inside, the fleshy part of the thigh or the calf or even the ankle. Just find a press. The knee opens up and you find a press with the foot. Hands at heart center. Really pressing again with the left foot, finding the deeper connection. And allow again the breath with each exhale, helping you grow those roots. Feeling the right heel more deeply connected, the entire foot glued to the earth. 2, you're in tree, branches grow. 3, lifting that lower belly in, keep it locked in tight. 4, 5, if you fold it, inhale, lengthen. Exhale there. Inhale, lift the rest of the way. Everybody release, beautiful. Step it forward, let's take to a sun A. Inhale, reach the fingertips. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop it back to take to a vinyasa. Let the heart lift. And then your hips lift. Step or hop it back to the front of the mat today. We can come to mat's edge. Sink the hips down low. Malasana squat. Backs of the arms on the inner thighs. Or you play with crow. If you're in your Malasana squat, play with sinking the hips down a little deeper and then trying to lift the heart. Really allowing the palms to press together, maybe sending them down as the heart lifts, the hips go a little deeper. Really grounding through the heels, lifting the heart. Again, pressing palms, maybe finding another lift of your heart. Deeper hip opening for one more breath. Beautiful. Send the hands to the waist as your hips peel off. Then step it back. To take to a vinyasa, let the heart lower. And inhale to lift it up. Exhale, takes your hips up and back. Step or hop it through to seated. Let the legs go long. Find Dandasana, palms into the earth. Shoulders pressing down, send the chin forward. And tuck it down into the chest. Legs active, heels flexing. Heels lifting off the earth maybe as your feet flex. 1, 2, your back is flat like it's pressed against a wall. 3, using the core, lifting it in. 4, 5, keep the legs active as you inhale, reach your fingertips. Exhale, tilt the pelvis and fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, lift it up, reach the fingertips. Exhale, take it further. Even if that's just another centimeter or 2, you tilt your pelvis, let the heart go forward, but then tuck the chin just slightly to extend in that back of the neck. 1, 2, keep the legs active. 3, 4, 5, inhale to lift it up. Let palms come into the earth, fingertips facing you. Option to bend the knees and lift the hips high for reverse table, or point your toes, let the heels be into the earth, lift the hips. 1, open the throat, crown of the head falls back. 2, press palms, lift the hips higher. 3, zipping the thighs together if your legs are straight. 4, lift a little bit higher for this one last breath. 5, exhale, let it come down. Beautiful, send the hips forward, cross the ankles, and take to a vinyasa. Let the heart lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, takes the hips back. Step or hop it through to seated. Let the hips come to the earth. Allow the right knee to bend, maybe foot coming to the bend of the left elbow. Rock in the baby, or you place your foot there. Open up the hips. Flex the left toes back, right arm wraps. Maybe it finds the big toe, maybe not. As you inhale, lift, and then exhale, fold. Lengthening down. 1. Continue rocking your baby, letting the hip be open. 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale to lift. Exhale, switch out the legs. Right leg goes long, left knee bends, and maybe the foot comes into the bend of the right elbow. You rock your baby, loosening up that hip, or the foot comes in to the hip crease. Find your sits bones. Left arm wraps behind on this side. As the inhale lengthens the right fingertips, you exhale for your fold. 1, keep the right toes flexed back. The left shoulder tries to roll down in line with the left shoulder tries to roll down in line with the right. 2, 3, keep rocking your baby if you're opening the hip. 4, 5, inhale to lift and cross your ankles to take to the Vinyasa. Step or hop it back, heart lowers. Inhale, lifts your heart up. Exhale, takes your hips up and back. Step or hop it through to seated. We go for 3 limbs today, right? The left leg goes long, right knee bends. Maybe a good time to elevate the left hip. Maybe grabbing a pillow or a block, extending underneath the left hip to just find the hips in one line. Tucking in that right heel as close as it wants to go today. Maybe staying right here, feeling sits bones grounded. Or inhale, lengthen as you exhale. You take a fold. A lot of core work to keep you in the center here as you take this fold. Maybe find the palms grounded into the earth, trying to keep the shoulders in stacked on top of the knees. 2, 3, left toes are flexed back towards you. 4, 5, inhale to lift. Straighten that right leg and bend the left. Find your hips into the earth. Right toes flexed. Maybe you take the block or the pillow underneath the right hip, elevating the hip. Inhale, lift through the fingers. Exhale, lengthen forward. 1. Using the core to try to keep your shoulders stacked on top of the knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale to lift. Release the leg and cross your ankles to take to a Vinyasa. Step or hop it back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Jump or hop it through back to seated. Januszushasana A. The right foot into the fleshy part of the left thigh. Shoulders square to the front of the mat. Let the inhale lift the fingertips. Exhale, lengthen forward, tilting of the pelvis. And again, maybe just feeling the fingertips walk a little bit with each exhale. 1, keep the left toes flexed back towards you. 2, the left leg still active. 3, 4, 5, inhale to lift. Straighten the right leg. Bend the left. Left foot goes into the fleshy part of the inner thigh. Shoulders square. Let the inhale lift through the fingers. Exhale, lengthen forward. 1, 2, keeping the right toes flexing back. Leg is active. 3, I think I said 3. 4, 5, inhale, lift it up. Crossing the ankles to take to a Vinyasa. Let the heart lower. And inhale to lift your heart. Exhale to lift your hips for Januszushasana B. Keep the left leg straight. Right knee bends. Just like the last pose, except you press into palms and send the hips up and sit on top of the right heel. You might stay here, that's enough work for you, or you exhale to take a fold again. And allowing, again, you keep the foot in the same position almost, the right toes facing forward and the right heel right between the sits bones, and still the left toes flex back towards you. 1. Listening to the breath as you lengthen on that right side. 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale to lift it up. Press palms into the earth, come off the foot. Beautiful, extending that right leg and bending the left. Again, come into Janu A first, so your toes facing forward, then press into your palms and send the hips, sitting right on top of that left heel. Exhale, take a fold. Maybe you stay lifted. 1, 2, breathing here, continuing to breathe. 3, 4, 5, inhale to lift. Press palms into the earth, come off your foot. Then cross your ankles like a giant eraser, take to a vinyasa. Let the heart lower. And inhale to lift. Exhale, hips go up and back. Step or hop it through, back to seated. Marichasana A. Marichasana A. Right foot into the earth, palms distance. Keep space for the torso. Squeeze the inner thigh into the ribs. Inhale to reach the right fingertips and extend all the way. Maybe right elbow bends as you hug that shin in. Or the right arm wraps behind and looks for the left. Still lengthening forward while you hug in that right inner thigh. 1, 2, keep the left toes active, the entire left leg engaged. 3, 4, 5, inhale to lift it up. Take the right foot, draw it in closer to the inner thigh. Roll your right shoulder out of the way. Glue the palm into the earth and twist it back. Left elbow hooks outside of the right thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Keep the left toes active. 1, 2, sitting up, lengthening through the heart, through the crown of the head as you twist back. 3, looking back over the right shoulder. 4, 5, exhale to release it. Straighten that right leg. Bend the left. Marichasana A on the left side. Right palm to the earth. Find your sits bones. Right palm to your shin, and then inhale to lift the left fingertips, squeezing and hugging the left inner thigh into the ribs as you extend forward. Maybe stay here or bend the left elbow to hug on to that left shin, or you wrap around. Right toes active and flex back towards you. 1, 2, lengthening in the back of the neck. 3, use your breath. 4, 5, inhale to lift. Take the left foot in closer to the inner thigh. Roll the left shoulder out of the way, glue it to the earth, sit up tall. Right elbow hooks outside of the left thigh as you take that twist. Pressing with the right elbow against the left outer thigh. Keep the right toes active. 1, pressing into the earth with the left palm, you twist back. 2, 3, using the breath, finding more depth in the breath. 4, 5, exhale to release. Cross the ankles and take to the vinyasa. Hearts down and inhale to lift it up. Exhale, takes your hips up and back. Step or hop it through, back to seated. Allow the knees to open. Come to butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Elbows in tight, lift the heart. Exhale, take a fold forward. Keep those elbows in, hugging in towards the ribs. Maybe finding the inner thighs as you press down. Get you a little bit more leverage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale to lift it up. Scoop out the insides around the back. Tucking your chin in, take it down. Allow the crown of the head or the forehead to look to come towards the feet, keeping the intense rounding of the back. 1, 2, keep playing with rounding as you fold. 3, 4, 5, let the inhale lift you 1 vertebrae at a time. Exhale there. Go ahead and close the legs. Step it back. Let the heart lower all the way down to the earth. Find yourself in Sphinx pose. Glue the hip flexors into the earth, pressing forearms and shoulders, lengthening away from the ears for Sphinx. Exhale, calm down. Allow the left forearm to be parallel to the front of the mat as you reach back for that right foot. Stay lifted maybe for a breath or two, trying to get both hips into the earth. And then you might lower down to the pillow. Drawing in still the right heel in towards the bum. One more breath here. Exhale to release it. Switch out the forearms. Right forearm parallel to the front of the mat. Left arm reaches back. Grab onto the ankle. Maybe stay lifted for a breath or so. When you're ready, lower down. Let the forehead come towards the forearm. Maybe with one more exhale, drawing the heel in a little closer. Exhale to release it. Allow both palms to come just underneath the shoulders. Zip the elbows in towards the ribs. Zip the thighs together, lower belly in, and start to lift through the heart, lengthening in the back of the neck, however. So keep the gaze lower as you lift, using only back strength. Try to zip the thighs together. Send the elbows down towards the waist. 1, 2, 3, lift a little bit more, trying to use only back strength. 4, 5, exhale, relax it down, open the arms to a T. Zipping still the legs together, let the inhale peel the heart off of the earth, maybe palms going up and back, lifting up to a T, let the thighs come off the earth, really lifting with the toes, the shins lifting and maybe trying to get those thighs off the earth, lifting again through the heart, but lengthening in the back of the neck. 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, drop it down. Bend both knees. Look for your ankles. Roll the shoulders out of the way. Maybe we stay right here, or maybe you start to kick the feet away from you, and that peels the heart off of the earth. And again, not lifting up with the neck, but lengthening through the back of the neck. So leave the gaze lowered. 1, pressing and lifting the thighs again off of the earth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, let the heart come down to the earth. Palms can come to the earth. Windshield wiper the feet side to side. Maybe making a pillow with your palms, your forehead resting on it. Beautiful. Stay right here. And extend your right arm out to the side, palm facing down. Bending that left elbow, let the palm come into the earth underneath the left shoulder. And then lift your left leg up and over, coming into a shoulder stretch. Allow the right ear to come to the mat. Using the breath, opening up your shoulder. Maybe even feeling the twist, some expansion on your side body. Maybe softening the breath here. Still using it, but a little less forceful, a little more length. The left arm might wrap behind you, looking for that lower back for the next couple of breaths. Unwind back to the center. Let the left palm come into the earth. And slowly unwinding the shoulder. And now extend the left palm straight up and overhead. Allowing the right knee to lift up. So it's almost like you're in a half frog pose on the right side. And then press your right palm into the earth as you twist it open. Let the right palm extend out to the side. And then left palm grabs the right thigh. It moves into a spinal twist. Let your gaze go over to the right side. Trying to roll or unwind until both shoulders are into the earth. Start to slowly unwind back to the center. It's the straightening of the left arm overhead. Then allow the right palm to come to the earth. Then take that left palm and extend it out to the side. We take our shoulder stretch on this side. Right palms into the earth just underneath your right shoulder. And then it's lifting up that right leg and extending it, excuse me, up and over. Then allow that left ear to come to the earth. Really softening into your breath. Trying to invite that same softening into the shoulder. Maybe just keep the right palm where it is, or the right palm can lift and lengthen back, supporting that lower back, or just feeling it wrap behind the back of the palm on the lower back. And another breath or so here. And unwinding back to the center, let the right palm come to the earth. And then draw that right leg back into the earth as you unwind off of that left shoulder. Sending the right arm lengthening overhead. And then draw the left knee up as if you're in that half frog shape. And then press into the left palm as you twist open, extending that left arm open to a T. And then the right palm can come outside of the left thigh. Try to continue your twist until you get your left shoulder into the earth. Gazing over towards that left palm. And then maybe softening your gaze or closing your eyes as you continue to soften that breath. When you're ready, unwind back to the center. It's the left arm that looks for the earth as the right arm's extended overhead. And straighten both legs and let palms come into the earth underneath your shoulders. As you press into them, peel your heart off the earth and draw the shins in a little bit as you round down. Coming into a tight ball. It looks kind of like a child's pose, except allow the palms to come back towards the feet, face up, as your forehead rests into the earth. When you're ready, start to inhale, lifting up one vertebrae at a time, really articulating the spine all the way up. And allow the chin and the crown of the head to be the last thing to lift as you send the legs around towards the front of the mat. Taking to whatever final shapes or movements your body needs today. Before we find ourselves moving into our final resting pose, your Shavasana. Finding your body embracing a comfortable pose that invites complete and total stillness into the body. Maybe a cleansing breath feels right. Draw it in through the nose. Open mouth, side out. Softening into your rest. Shavasana. Always a gentle invitation to stay right where you are for an extra long Shavasana. If you're ready, start wiggling fingers and toes, bringing those micro movements into macro movements. When you're ready, start hugging the knees into the chest. And just feel that lower spine in the earth. You're ready, grounding to the back of the thighs, and start to feel the rock from front to back, and eventually up to seated with your eyes still softened or closed. Draw your hands through to your heart center as you bow to yourself, showing honor and gratitude for your body, for this gift of movement and those lessons of self-healing and self-soothing. Hands coming to the third eye, the space of intuition and wisdom, opening up our mind's eye so that we can better understand the needs of our body, our soul, and our mind. The light in me bows in honor of the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Happy Tuesday, friends. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Michelle.